Hello guys, so welcome to KO Tutorials. So let's continue with the next part of this tutorial. So let's get started. So as you can see over here, we have started with the modeling of this particular kitchen over here. So now we'll be starting up with the texturing part. Before we start up with the texturing, let's go into rendering and let's activate the Vray renderer over here. So I'm just going to activate the Vray rendering. I have set the width and height of this. We have just kept it as force two-sided, that everything is perfect over here. So we'll be starting up with some PBR materials. So let's select the base. Let's press M for material editor. So let's go into the material editor over here. So let's activate the material editor. Now let's take a V-Ray material and let's just name it as floor over here at first. So let's just rename it. We'll just name it as floor. Let's go into the diffuse. Let's go into the bitmap. And we have taken a material for it. So let's go into this. Go into the texture over here. So I'll go into this and I'll take a color over here. So we'll assign a color. That's the diffuse over here. Again, go into this. Let's make it as 2 by 2. Let's go into reflect and let's give some reflection over here. V-Ray bump to normal and let's assign a bump map. Let's go into this, go into the bitmap. Let's assign a bump map over here. So I have taken as the tiling as 2 by 2. I'll just set it as 2 by 2. Again, I'll go into this. We have a roughness map as well. So let's assign a roughness map over here as well. So let's go into this. Make it as 2 by 2. Tiling for this roughness map will get a bit of depth over here. So we have assigned a PBR material. Let's go into rendering. Go into render setup and I'll go into this. We'll make some basic changes. I'll activate the GI environment for now. Color mapping, I'll just keep it as exponential. These are some few settings which I'll be explaining over here. We can change the filter to Gaussian or Catmull, or you can keep it as Mitchell as well. I'll keep it as Catmull over here. And noise threshold, I'll just reduce the noise threshold over here. So go into rendering and environment. I'll make it as white over here. And let's render and see once how it's going to look like. So we can just render it once. And if you need more reflections, I can again go into the material and I can just add a bit of reflectivity over here. So I added more reflection for it. Select this. Select the polygons. So select the polygons over here and will assign a wood over here. So I just selected this polygons, and again I'll go into this, take a V-Ray material, and let's go into this. Let's take a bitmap over here, and I'll assign a wood texture over here, and I'll give some tiling to it. Let's go into this and let's give a UVW map. So set it as a box over here. Oops, cannot. I think now I can see it. Perfect. So slightly I can increase the tiling of it. Again go into this, and similarly again I'll assign V-Ray bump to normal and connect it with a bump map. Let's go into this. I'll again take a normal map which will be connected over here. Let's give the tiling as 2. Give the tiling as 2. Alright. So let's select this, convert to poly, select the polygons, I'll inverse it, Control I, and we'll take again a V-Ray material, and for that what I'll do is I'll just give any color. We can assign some color to it, and we can add some roughness. For roughness you can add, because this is a color, you can slightly add a roughness, and this is perfect over here. Slight reflections you need, I can slightly add some reflections. I'll just end isolate it. So I'll just save the file once. So now again select this, again go into the material, take a V-Ray material, and let's take a carpet over here. So let's go to the first material over here. We'll just assign in this way, and if you want to go with UVW map, I can go with UVW map as well. Okay, looks perfect. Again I'll go into this the similar way. Let's add a bump to normal, connect it with a bump map, and let's call the bump map over here. Again I'll keep it as 2 by 2. Let's go into this and let's take a roughness map. So we can add a roughness map as well over here. Convert to poly. Select this. Select this all. We can make it as a metal over here. Let's press M. Take a V-Ray material. let's give a color, give some reflections, and I can add some Fresnel reflections if required, slightly reduce it, and let's name it as metal over here. So we can just go into rendering and see how it's going to look like. Okay, press Ctrl A, editable poly. Now let's render it. So we can add some reflections more over here. So then you can properly see the reflections which are going to be emitted on the object. So I can just slightly variate it as well. Let's render it again. Looks okay over here. We can make it a bit darker if needed. Alright. So guys, if any doubts, please put it in the comment section over here. So please like and subscribe my YouTube channel if you're not subscribed yet. We can again go over here and assign some chrome material. So again I'll go into this. Let's take a Vray material, make it as white, and let's give full reflections, and let's assign this. So this is going to be chrome material. So for chrome, what we have done is I have increased the Fresnel reflections and glossiness. As you can see, I have made it as 1. Don't off this, it's going to become a glass mirror, I'm sorry. So you can just activate this Fresnel reflections. So wherever it is required, I can go into this and I can assign that. So you can, as you can see, we do have this elements. So I can assign over here as well, and you can render it once and see how it's going to behave. Alright, so I'll just save the file. So guys, if any doubts, please put it in the comment section. So we'll continue the rest of the part in the coming tutorial. So thanks for watching this tutorial.